QLA is simple, but simple isn't the same as easy. I say that a lot. Running a 4-minute mile, pretty simple. Just put one foot in front of the other fast enough that you cover a mile in 4 minutes. Easy? Not so much. I saw today a Napoleon Hill thought for the day. While Napoleon Hill is long since passed, every day the Napoleon Hill Foundation puts out a saying from Napoleon Hill. And this one was particularly on point for those that ask, how do you get mentally tough? How do you stay the course? Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So what it read was the following. The average person would have quit at the first failure. That's why there have been many average men and only one Edison. Thomas Edison once observed that the reason most folks don't recognize opportunity when it comes knocking is that it is often dressed in coveralls and looks like work. Edison knew that anything worthwhile never comes easily. If it were easy, anyone could do it. Because he persisted far beyond the point that average persons would consider reasonable and rational, he produced inventions that even the most learned people of the day considered impossible. Great advances in knowledge are often achieved by people with an almost fanatical devotion to finding the solution to a problem. Flashes of inspiration alone are not enough to ensure success. They must be followed by determined, persistent action. Boy, is that ever true. And that's a great, succinct summary of what it takes to succeed with QLA. To be able to care so much about the outcome and have it so important, basically your why for doing it, that you don't care how tough it is. Napoleon Hill interviewed Thomas Edison, and he said to Edison, didn't you get discouraged when you had so many failed experiments and coming up with a light bulb? It was 10,000 or something like that. And he said, no. He said, I knew 10,000 things that didn't work. I knew I must be getting close. So that's the kind of attitude you need. If you are working a plan that's not going to work, you don't want to be like the fly trying to get through the window that's never going to happen. And ultimately, that fly is going to die trying. You need a plan that works, that's sound. But if that's the case and you're on that path, stick to it. One of the things I'd suggest that you might want to purchase, it's not for me that you're going to purchase it, and watch it and you can do this on Amazon if you put in The Selection Special Operations Experiment. I've worked with one of the instructors in this, and what the synopsis was here is the selection places 30 men and women with no military background through the most intense physical and mental challenges of their lives, including psychological warfare, tear gas, and more. Veterans of the Navy SEALs, Green Berets, and Army Rangers train and push the participants to determine who has what it takes to succeed as one of America's most elite special operation forces. Really good, cost you $18.99. But if you put the Selection, Special Operations Experiment into Amazon, you'll see that. It's 8 episodes. I think each one is 42 minutes or something like that, 45 minutes maybe. Exceptionally helpful, I think, in terms of what it takes to succeed and lessons on what those that don't succeed do. So as you look to the future and hopefully QLA, understand that it's not going to be easy. The steps are there. The path has been laid before you. The success of QLA methodology that Dan Pena created back in 1993 speaks for itself. That track record speaks for itself. So you know the process is clean and you know the process works. Whether it works for you, make no guarantees on that. But the process works, and that I'm comfortable and confident in. So go out there, follow the steps. That's critically important, and take massive action. And I think you're going to be surprised and pleased with the results. Okay, so if you have any questions or comments or ideas for future episodes, please email bruce@brucewhipple.com. And if you're not already on our mailing list, head over to brucewhipple.com and sign up. and grab any of the free reports. That'll put you on the mailing list. There is a lot of free information you can use to acquire already profitable businesses. This is Bruce Whipple. Thanks for listening to the Business Acquisition Podcast. And remember, you miss 100% of the opportunities you fail to take. And procrastination truly is the thief of time. So do something today, please. Your future self will be proud of you.